The film, wow. Where to start, man? I mean, it's...
And I'm gonna give it, out of 10...
Brett and Lou's movie reviews. Brett and Lou's movie reviews. We are two best friends who like watching films and talking about them afterwards.
Hey, welcome to another edition of Brett and Lou's movie reviews.
Brett and Lou's movie reviews. We are two best friends.
He's doing that because if you look at our last video in Venom the Last Dance review, I started singing and he just literally gave me the look.
Anyway,
I'm
we
Brett.
are going to... Oh, I'm Lou. And we are going to watch The Heretic.
Starring Hugh Grant.
Directed by Scott Beck and Brian Woods, two people that I've had no idea who they are, but apparently they were co-writers in A Quiet Place, which is a movie that we both love.
We both love that film.
And also A Quiet Place 2 was great. But anyway, we digress.
Yeah.
We're going to watch The Heretic. It looked great from the trailer.
Yeah. It didn't give anything away, did it?
Nope. It looks really good.
And Hugh Grant's choosing some really good films lately, I think.
No, and he was a real heartthrob in Bridget Jones' Diary as well. So.
Which, surprisingly, Louis told me. I never thought these words would come out of Lou's mouth.
Hey, man.
He likes Bridget Jones' Diary.
You've got to have a guilty pleasure.
Yeah, wow,
Okay.
that surprised me.
So anyway, let's go and watch it, and then afterwards we'll do a little walk and talk about the film.
And we'll give it a mark out of 10.
We'll see you after the film.
Bye.
Let's go.
I'm confused.
I mean, yeah.
You ready?
I'm ready. Okay.
Let's do this.
All right, cool. So,
Okay.
The Heretic.
The Heretic.
First-
What even does the Heretic mean?
What is a heretic, you mean?
Yeah.
I think it's somebody who goes against like a religion, like a bit of heresy, heretic. Get it?
Oh, okay. All right, Siri.
But the film, wow. Where to start, man? I mean, it's a bit of a watch.
It's a watch. I was gripped the whole way through to
Yeah.
figure out what was going to happen next.
Yeah, it did its job as a thriller for sure. Like because I was constantly talking to myself in my head, just talking about how annoying these girls were to get in this situation in the first place.
Yeah.
And how they just kept going along with his plan, beat for beat. It really kind of started to grate on me, but that's exactly what the film was supposed to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, you're supposed to be sort of engaged with it and, let's go this way. And sort of like thinking about, what would you do in that situation?
Yeah.
And
That's exactly it.
I felt like those girls could have easily tackled him down. He's an elderly gentleman.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They definitely had youth on their side. Okay, but I get it. They were a couple of timid Mormons, out of their depth, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, the film
Yeah,
itself.
I agree. I feel like it was a film that made me think the whole time, what would I
Yeah.
do in that
It was
situation?
very thought-provoking.
Yeah, and what I would have done in that situation is, I wouldn't have followed his plan. I would have just said,
Kill me.
okay, obviously you want to do something to us.
Just kill
do
me.
it now.
Yeah.
Let's just skip to the end. Let's do it now.
Yeah.
Let's dance.
And by the way, we're not sponsored by Budweiser. Just to let you know.
Or any other brand you can see in the
Yeah,
supermarket.
this is like product placement city, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hold on, Diet Coke break.
It's like Wayne's World.
So yeah,
Boy, I could really do with a Pepsi and a dill.
yeah, or something like that.
Something
Anyway,
like that.
anyway, back to Heretic,
sorry.
or whatever it's called.
Right, it felt right. The film grips you. It makes you wonder what's going to happen. It's well thought out. It's a good script. It's an A24 film, and A24 do not just throw out, and they do put out quality.
Yeah.
And I think this was another quality A24 film.
Sure. Sure.
It's a good horror, and it's original, and it was the acting. The first half of the film, in fact, the whole film is purely pushed forward by the acting and the
it's
script.
basically a whole film about religious debate.
Yeah,
and
religious debate.
The meaning of religion.
Yeah, it's thought-provoking, isn't it?
It is, and it isn't, because in some ways I kind of felt like it was kind of pushing religion a little bit.
Yeah, when they argue against his idea of no religion.
I mean, I'm not sure.
I felt like they were pushing the religion.
Because I think obviously you're supposed to be on their side and not on his side, because he's the bad guy in the film.
That's it. It's gonna split the audience, isn't it?
Yeah.
So if you're a atheist or agnostic, you're gonna think, hold on, he's trying to just make a fair point here, albeit extreme. Okay, until he starts trying to, spoiler alert, kill them. But he's doing it because he really, at first though, he does believe, he tells, the film makes out that he believes in a religion, just not the religion that everyone else knows. And it's exciting. You think, what religion does he believe in?
And you get really into the dialogue and like the tenseness that you can feel between them. Because clearly they want to get out, but at the start they're too polite to say anything, even though they know that something's really fishy is
the way it
going
builds
on.
up is tense, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's like camping. It's really tense.
It's really tense. But I feel like the final act didn't really deliver on the tension that was being built up throughout the whole film.
No, you're right. That's a good point.
Really deliver.
The big questions it raises. You think you're going to get some kind of profound answer, and it's a little bit like.
That it doesn't do that, because it still makes you think about the big questions that it asks you. But I just mean, like, it all built up to the point where, spoiler alert, it all builds up to the climactic point.
Yeah.
And it's kind of a disappointment in the end.
It is a bit of a disappointment. And also, I don't like films that leave an open ending.
Yeah.
Like the way, what's that Christopher Nolan film, that Inception, with the spinning top?
Yeah.
It has a spinning top type ending.
Yeah. Ooh, a spinning top. Whoa, I'm blown away, Christopher.
Christopher.
You know what I mean? Whoa, Chris, a spinning top. I never thought of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it has that kind of ending.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, I need an ending.
Let's not spoil it, though. I think the viewers might appreciate going to watch it, but when you watch the ending, you'll be very, Nolanized.
Yeah. It's a verb.
Yeah, I've made up a new verb.
Yeah, it's up there with Hoover and Google it.
Can I,
Oh, did you just say Nolanized?
Yeah.
Well, that's a noun, isn't it?
Oh, it's a noun,
Hold
sorry.
on. Nolanized.
Yeah, it's not even a word.
Nolanized.
Yeah.
I am Nolanized.
I've been Nolanized by this film. Anyway, let's go this way. Look, there's so much to see here.
I don't know what kind of
Why have
word
we
that
stopped?
is. Anyway, we digress.
Yeah. So, Heretic, I was engaged. It was well shot film. There was lots of awkward camera angles.
Yeah.
To make you feel the tension. A lot of close-ups on their faces.
Great acting in the close-ups.
Acting was fantastic.
It felt natural, the close-ups.
A little bit convoluted. I feel like your typical audience member would go to watch it. I did see some people actually leave the cinema during the film.
Did they not come back?
I don't think they came back.
I thought they just went for a waz.
Maybe they went for a waz then, but I think for your typical audience member who just wants a bit of a thriller, I think the dialogue might be too cerebral, too convoluted, and people might
Too heavy.
get a little bit frustrated.
And if it's been dubbed as a horror, and it's actually very little action compared to the dialogue that's in it.
However, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
I
It's a
enjoyed
well-made
it.
film, and I'm going to give it, out of 10, for how much I enjoyed it, 7 out of 10.
Sure.
For how well made the film was, out of 10, I'm going to give it 7.5 out of 10.
Okay.
How about you? What are you going to give it out of 10?
So I usually just give the film
just give
out
your
of 10,
overall
like
score.
not how well it's made and stuff, just overall score.
Yeah.
For me, I'm going to give it 8 out of 10.
Whoa.
Yeah. 8 out
Normally
of
I
10.
give it a higher score than you, films.
A little bit disappointing at the end,
But an 8 out of 10.
it was kind of like the payoff wasn't worth the investment of going through all of that dialogue, and you know what I mean.
Let us know what you think in the comments.
Yeah,
We'd really
yeah,
love
yeah.
to know what you think in the comments. Yeah.
And just let us know who is the most handsome. Okay, obviously he's got the height advantage, but I think I'm kind of cute.
Louis actually looks like Mark Wahlberg. When we were younger, he looked like Mark Wahlberg, and I looked like John Cusack. Not so much anymore.
Yeah, we got a bit older.
Yeah. Or if you've seen Spaced, you know the guy from Space. What's his name?
Not
Space.
The actor's name is he is in Space. He's in
He's
Shaun
in
of the
Space.
Dead. Peter Sarah Benelou or something. I can't remember his
Yeah,
surname.
he's in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Anyway, you look
We
like
digress.
him. Yeah.
We digress. Sorry, we digress. Anyway, should we just to finish off, just to see who is the better looking one? Should we just give the smolder?
Okay.
3, 2. Oh, thanks for watching Brett and Lou's movie reviews, and we'll see you next time.
3, 2, 1.
Brett and Lou's movie reviews. Brett and Lou's movie reviews. We are two best friends who like watching films and talking about them after.